What's poppin', man? You already know what time it is, man. You is kicking it with Too Cold, man. Listen, got a special guest in the building. Go by the name of Jordyn. What's poppin' with you?
What's up, CJ?
Man, you know, how you feeling?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm here.
On me. That's the best part, you know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
Collabing.
Finally.
In due time, man. In due time. I remember when you first called me and was like, wanting to get your podcast and stuff started up, wanted some help behind the scenes, filming and editing with that shit.
Yeah, for sure. Fun fact, I did video production in high school, so I always have been into video, but not really sure what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So my teacher was Mr. Jared. He still works there at Warren.
You went to
Central.
Tech? Oh, you went to Warren?
Warren
Mr.
Central.
Jared. I had a teacher named Mr. Jared too.
No. Well, I don't know if he's worked anywhere else, but
Right.
he was my teacher. He's still a teacher there. I don't think he does video production anymore, but he does radio, I believe. But he, great teacher. I mean, there's really nothing more to say than that. His critiques, sometimes they was annoying like teachers were, but at the same time, they were useful, they were helpful. And, you know, I was one to listen. I like to learn a lot of things. And with learning a lot of things came a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
So I do videos, I make flyers, I make promo videos.
So we gonna get into like exactly what you do and who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
But what you naming is like you still do those things to this day. Videos.
Yeah, like
editing videos.
Yeah. Like,
flyers, graphic designs.
Yeah, like I be on Photoshop just playing around,
Yeah.
but then I eventually learned how to do it, but I don't remember what the app was called a long time ago, but like you used to edit pictures. It was maybe on MySpace and transferred over to Facebook.
Yeah.
I started doing that.
Yeah.
So like I've been doing media for a little minute even before I went to school or was in school for media as well. So
you went to college for media?
No.
Oh, you talking about your high school experience?
Yeah, just my high school experience.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't even, I didn't go the typical route.
Me neither.
So,
And it's crazy because I was in video production too in high school. I used to actually walk around Tech with a camera and do basically what I'm doing right now. So I should have been doing this shit anyway. Like bringing this shit back, you feel me? Because videos is a way to express art, you know what I'm saying? And you get like a certain creative control.
For sure.
That like just give you that sense of power.
Yeah, because I would say as far as when it comes to that was like my biggest hindrance. I wasn't able to figure out what I wanted to do, so I just stopped doing it. And I used to do a lot of freelance work. Like it could have been for just something small. It could have been, hey, can you make me a flyer real quick?
Yeah.
And the way that I've always liked to operate is that, you know, I don't necessarily always charge.
Right.
Like starting up. And I'm not a big money person. Like just because I have money doesn't mean I like to spend it. Like I actually care about what my money goes towards. And a lot of times, you know, if I do decide to go out or I do decide to have fun or anything like that, it's because I haven't done it in a while.
Yeah.
And I just want to because I can.
Yeah.
But the whole like being in the clubs every weekend, like
Come on, man.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. But let me tell you something about club culture.
In Naptown?
For sure.
Are you from Naptown?
Let's get back into that.
Okay, we'll touch back on it.
Yeah. But what was I saying?
Club culture.
Club culture and Nap. So let me just say, I've been in the clubs for a little minute, like probably, before I was supposed to, but
right.
It'd be like that, you know what I'm saying? But I've always been very mature for my age. So even being a young girl, I've always been just mature. Like I don't really like that childish stuff. So anyway, back to nap club culture. My thing is, there is nothing wrong with throwing events. There is nothing wrong with being a promoter. There is nothing wrong with it. As long as you do something with it.
Talk to him.
My thing is, I'm supportive over anything everybody got going on. Like, even if I can't spend money with you this month, because I know I got something coming up, and I know that's more important because it's got to do with, you know, let's say my living situation, my car situation, like something more, you know, a little bit important.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm gonna take my time and work on that. But my thing is, if you're going to be in the club culture, like, make something of yourself. There is no reason that any of you promoters here, because I know y'all going to see it.
Uh-oh.
There is no reason that y'all have not come together and got a space.
Hey, I ain't expecting you to say that part. Yeah. Nah, you ain't lying about that.
No, like, and that's the thing about me. Like, I can sometimes come off aggressive. Like,
hold on, because I think Straight Freak and Scooty, you know them?
I know Straight Freak.
Scooty he be bringing a lot of like artists to the city. Like,
let me rephrase. I don't know Straight Freak. I know of him.
Yeah.
We've been associated, you know.
But I just seen on Instagram. Because you said that, I'm like, I don't think I've seen that before. But you heard of Club Live? You know the club culture, right? Mm-hmm. So they just basically bought Club Live and invested into it. Together, like, and it was like, I feel like that's like a first. It's like exactly what you're saying. Mm-hmm. It's just now happening type shit. You feel me?
For real. And I'm rocking with whatever anybody had going on. That's the thing. Like, sometimes when you try to suggest something that someone has been doing longer than you, it's taken as you're trying to tell them what to do, and that's never it. Sometimes that person that isn't in the experience at all, or had a short amount of time in the industry, which y'all has seen a few things like, this could be this. When y'all do, for example, VIP, if y'all have folks that are in VIP that pay their money, like, this could be anywhere from the strip clubs to the bars, like anywhere for real.
Right. Why
don't y'all have a list? So there's less hassle at the door.
She got some points going on, man.
These people this is some people that have paid thousands of dollars.
You know, you go out of town, you get this treatment. You go out of town, you get some VIP lists in Vegas, man. You know what I'm saying? It's some VIP lists in Vegas, man.
But and see, it's so funny you mentioned out of town. I said I was going to touch back on that, where I'm from. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, but I'm from Nap.
Yeah. Chiracian. Oblacian. We got an Oblacian.
And my thing is, like, my people's still there.
Right.
So, like, a lot of people that I've come in contact with, or just my people in general, family, people I've met along the way, they all have something successful going for themselves. So I've had a lot of influence when it comes to what you're supposed to do when it comes to having a business, whether you work in the corporate world or you a small business owner.
Yeah. You always gotta, I always like to hear that unbiased opinion, like that opinion that not really in the field, but can see it from low-key a fan standpoint, or low-key like a supporter standpoint, that they would like to see, so they can even be more engaged with what's going on.
No, for real. Because, like, Indy got a lot to offer. And honestly, like, I went to school here. I went to the military, came back, then I moved.
You went to the military?
For sure. I was in the Navy.
How long?
Not that long.
She said not that long.
Not that long.
Some years?
Nah.
1 year?
Yeah.
Why you leave?
To make it brief, anybody who's ever had concerns about the military, whatever they may be,
listen to them.
And that's all I can really say about it. But during my
like
experience,
that aggressive shit, like that,
well,
spitting in your face and talking and yelling and
no, so My thing is with the whole, when it comes to the military conversation and people say the spitting in the face thing. So let's be very clear.
I watch a lot of movies.
Y'all, just like it's illegal and it's battery when you spit on someone, it's just like that in the military. You cannot do that. Like, you will literally have to, you got to talk to your captain. Then if it escalates, you got to go to captain's mast. Like, in captain's mast, y'all don't want to do that. Like, all these people that be married out here that be cheating, let me tell you something. In the military, captain's mast, get kicked out the military. They don't mess with that.
Yeah. I heard.
But I liked some.
I heard the army, they be like, it be a lot of little fiddling and shit going on with each other.
I don't know about the army, the Navy, we the best.
Army, Navy, that's crazy. It be like so many different sections of that shit.
Yeah, Army, Navy, National Guard.
Yeah.
Marines.
And something else. What's the air one?
Air Force.
Yeah.
So it's all different though. It's all different experiences.
All ready to go to war just by different methods of land, water, sea type shit.
Mm-hmm. Like, if I stayed and whatever, with what happened to me, if I was able to stay, then I would have been, flying, like, directing planes. Like, air traffic controller would have been my job.
Yeah.
Out here in the States.
Did they push you through college?
No. So with everything that happened, I actually had to leave the military and I was not able to get my benefits.
Damn.
Yeah, like, it's a very sore subject, but like, I have healed from it. Like, it was almost, 24?
Yeah.
Been about 10 years. So
okay.
It's been a little minute. I went like right when I got out of school, and a lot of people didn't know I went. Only a certain amount of people knew I went.
Yeah.
But when I came back, it was a surprise to everybody. And when I was in the military, it was difficult, but the not having my phone was the best part.
The best part?
The best part, because
Do they be like, put your phone and like they make you leave it somewhere, or like?
Nah, so when you get in, like when you join the military and everything, you don't, it's completely different. So when you get there, you go in a line with whoever you went with, like people from surrounding cities, y'all will get in a van or a car or however your transportation was and go to the basic training. And when you get there, everything's cool till you walk through the door, and you just standing in a line, and then it could be, let me think, a chief is there waiting for you, and he is there telling you that you got one last phone call to make, and then you gotta let go of your phone, and you can't. It's going to be a little minute before you talk to your people. And with me having recruiters, I already knew this. It was just in the way that it was done. Like, it was almost traumatizing, because the way they made it seem, it was like you wasn't really going to talk to your family again, and you didn't know when you were going to talk to them. Yeah. But me being trained a little bit, I knew that, I was going to talk to them again, because my family will raise hell about me. So I don't know about nobody else, but they're going to raise hell about me.
Why do you think they do that?
So the military, honestly, a lot of people call it the brainwash method, but to be honest,
the brainwash method.
It's not the brainwash method. It's the process of being retrained and relearning things. So when you get up in the morning, some people probably don't make their bed. No, requirement. When you get up in the morning, you got to go to muster. So you got to check in. That means like roster. Muster means roster. So you got to check in. And if you still in the bed when they call your name, it's over. You doing some push-ups when you wake up.
And what you doing push-ups?
What? I probably did maybe 20 push-ups my whole time there. Besides when we worked out as a group.
But they had y'all like running on heels and shit like
nah.
that.
Nah. But when you finally get your group that you're gonna be in, you have to walk up a hill to get to your ship, as they call it.
That shit like a whole nother world, man.
No, for sure, like us women carrying purses, dead. sea bags.
Was it women with women or women with men? Like, was it mixed?
So I had co-ed, but we weren't ever mixed, like sleeping, showering, nothing like
but
that.
But all the activities though was together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had. I had a chief and 2 petty officers. Shout out to them, because they believed in me, boy. They believed in me.
You need them people to believe in you, though.
Nah.
Oh, they was pushing you.
Yeah.
Over hard.
Nah, I mean, it was the push I needed, because honestly, it was my first time away from my parents. So I couldn't just be like, oh, I'm scared and I want to go home. Like a lot of people did. And I don't mean to make that voice, but like a lot of people had them moments.
Yeah.
Like, and they would break down and it would be a lot for them. Like they would lose their
Was you
shit.
in a 2-parent household?
For sure.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for asking, because, you know, a lot of people don't know that about me. Like if you don't really know me, you don't know that.
Yeah.
And, you know, shout out to my parents.
Your mom and dad together?
Yeah, they've been together 27 years.
Married?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Black love, baby.
Shout out to the parents. You know, they made me who I am. Shoot. They the reason I've been in only like 2 fights in my whole life.
Oh, God.
No, like, swear to God. Because let me tell you something. I ain't gonna say I had a little mean streak. I had a temper for sure. Like females that go in the club and see their enemy and want to box, that was me like 10 years ago. Cause I'm 29.
Yeah.
Like my thing with beef
she ain't
is
scared to say her age, man. A lot of people.
No, like for real. Cause 29, what? I don't look 29.
25. That's what they be saying. 25.
No, for real. Cause look, they still card me when I go in the liquor store.
Oh God, me too.
No, for real. But no, like a lot of these females and dudes, and like I'm gonna get into it, but a lot of these females, I'm gonna start with like, what? And can I cuss?
Hey, yeah, it's kicking with 2 colors, man.
No, like for real, because I don't cuss too. You know, I cuss a lot. I got sailor's mouth, as they say.
Get that shit out, man.
But what the fuck is the point of fighting a bitch that you see out in the club? You still not gonna like that bitch when you done beating her ass or when she done beating your ass. So what's the point of ruining your brand or the reason you came out or the reason you hanging out with your friends? Because now your friends hype. Now the people in the place, they hype. Now the club got to get shut down. Like, niggas done spent their money. Like, what are you doing? Like, and it ain't just females. Some of you niggas too. Yeah. Y'all get mad because a nigga got more money than you, or because he threw more money than you in the strip club, or he bumped you on accident. Listen, you know how many times I've been bumped in the club by a bitch and I ain't knock her ass out for what? 9 times out of 10, that bitch didn't mean it. And if she did, she don't want no smoke. And that's respect, because a lot of bitches, they be like, they'll bump you and act like you bumped them and act like it's a problem. Like, nah, it ain't no problem. It ain't no problem, because you don't know me. You don't really want a problem with me. And that's why you keep walking. It's not about even being scary. Some people just got to realize some shit is bigger than them.
A lot of shit.
A lot of shit be bigger than you. Like, a lot of y'all got kids.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all like have families, y'all have husbands, y'all have boyfriends, y'all have people that care about y'all out here, and y'all out here acting a fucking fool. And it's motherfuckers in heaven that deserve to be here right now, and y'all acting like y'all just got every day to live, like y'all ain't gonna never die.
Cause they just 6-7 people land sharks.
No,
shot. One killed inside they said one was found deceased inside the land shark.
No, like for real. And
so
land sharks.
Land sharks is like
I be up in there.
Land sharks be lit. I ain't gonna count. Land sharks is like one of the best party spots in Broad.
Listen,
to be honest,
when I heard that shit, I about lost my shit, because you know it's crazy. Ted Hardy event was supposed to be there that next day.
Motherfuckers called me, was like, "Hey, CJ, what's
nah, like was you, no, was like you for
I know Playboy was blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, listen, bro. No, bro. Like, it wasn't me, bro. Like, I'm supposed to be there Sunday. They moved. They had that location changed in less than 4 hours.
Shout out to Ted Hardy and his team.
Yeah, they ain't want to be associated with that shit.
No, like, listen.
They ain't want to say the name of the location.
Shout out to Ted Hardy and his team, because on my mama, he could have canceled.
I thought he was.
I thought he was too, but at the same time, this is Ted. We talking about like sometimes he'll still do an event.
Yeah, things happen, man. And it's crazy because the two of the times, like me being in this lane of business that I'm in now, like both the times I'm involved with somebody else's event, the locations had to get changed both times. So it's like, you know.
But you know why that happened?
Tell me.
Because we haven't invested in our own space.
And
I ain't talking about now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of y'all that I know, and y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't need to say no names. For what? Why y'all ain't did it yet? That's just
a space
just
for us
question.
to always have something to go to. Like
it can be a stripper party. It can be a barbecue. It can be a game night. It could be whatever you want it to be because it's yours.
Yeah. Oh God.
I'm not saying that to say like y'all been wasting y'all time. I'm saying it to say, what you doing? You don't know if you're going to be here in 6 months. You don't know if you're going to be here in a year. And a lot of y'all are business partners.
Right.
But just because I say that don't mean you shouldn't do it because a person could die tomorrow. That don't mean nothing. Sometimes people, like, y'all know the saying, us black people got to work harder. Mm-hmm. We do. And anybody that think that we don't, crazy. So the smart thing would be to work together to accomplish a bigger goal.
Yeah. A lot of people that mean number one thing I start thinking about now when people be like work together, do it. That mean put your money together, man. That mean put the pot of gold, the lucky pot of gold.
No, like
you need
real.
it, man. You feel me? Like
serious. And a lot of y'all got a lot of capital. Like, bro, come on. And it's not even
that shit just a flex, man.
It's not even pocket watching. You know, no. They know who I'm talking about. I didn't say everybody. I didn't. And y'all know if y'all out here playing broke. Y'all know if y'all out here playing rich.
Yeah. So
my thing is the ones that have the money, the capital, the resources. Besides Straight Freak opening up Club Live, what we doing? Because he got his business partners in that, but where does that leave you? That's just another space for you to pay your money to somebody else. Because my thing is this also. When you think about y'all getting y'all own space, the same mugs that charge y'all might need y'all space one day. Know your worth. But as my cosmetology teacher, shout out to Miss Shorts, know your worth.
Cosmetology too?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Hair by Jay.
You did your own hair?
Always.
Oh, damn. She said always.
Always.
So you be doing other people's hair too?
Nah. I used to, but
yeah.
It just, listen. Know your worth and ad text.
Okay.
Know your worth and add text. Because as soon as you add text, the mugs you don't want there gonna move around, and the mugs you need around gonna come. Mm-hmm. Don't believe me, just watch.
It reveals.
So, yeah, but on the subject, I went to cosmetology school. I did hair for a little while. Yeah. I did white women, Indian women, black women. I did all type of women hair in school, outside of school. But I went to cosmetology when I lived in Memphis. This is after I moved.
Chicago, Memphis, or right now?
No, like for real. Because
where was you in the Navy at too? I mean, it was.
I was in Chicago. I went to Chicago, but I went to the Navy after I graduated high school.
Yeah, like what state they sent you to?
Illinois.
Okay, so you were still okay.
Yeah, but I lived here when I went to school, so when I had to go up there, it was nothing.
And what about the Memphis? How you end up in Memphis?
So my dad. So this will get into when I told you that my family, they got a lot of experiences in business. Yeah. So my father, he spent a lot of his time working, and I always wonder what he did because he was always working. Mm. But I don't say it to say like he was always working. Like, no, he was always working, doing what he had to do to take care of his kids. And he showed me that you don't have to stay in the same space to elevate. So he gave me a choice. He was like, you know, you can stay here with your mom until the house sells, or you can come with me, and when the house sells, your mom will come. So I had a decision to make, and, you know.
It was like come now or come later type shit.
Yeah. And the only thing I said was, well, shit, the Navy didn't work out. So Memphis, here I come. Like, you know, I'm about to move on, because like, what am I dwelling in that? And then I knew I didn't want to.
It's like early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my early 20s. So I didn't want to just still be in Indiana. Cause honestly, I was unhappy because my, one of my homies from school, rest in peace, DP. He had passed away. Well, his death came sudden. I don't really like to talk details about people that have passed and their family is not around to speak about it.
Yeah.
I like to be respectful, but yeah, that was just, he was one of my good friends, and I found out he, you know, wasn't with us anymore. And I was in the military at the time, actually. This was when I was getting separated. So the process, if you go in the military, your separation is not, oh, well, you don't work out, that's it. Nah, you still got to go through an extensive process to even leave. Yeah, like, some people, so like you could fight your case. Like you could fight to stay in the military if you wanted to. Like what they decided is wrong. Or you could just say whenever the captain or whoever sees your paperwork, he can just write like dismiss, basically. And when I did that, that decision kind of changed my life for real, because that's what led to me not getting my military benefits. So what they told us was, if you sign this paper, you can get out of the military, you'll have honorable discharge, you'll have, you know, you'll have access to all your stuff that you need for your benefits, whatever. So I got out and I went to the VA. I did everything that I needed to do, and I found that, you know, they were saying that my medical records weren't there. And I said, well, what do you mean? Because you get paperwork for everything you've done. So if you was sick, you had paperwork for that. Yeah. If you was in the hospital for 7 days, you have 7 days worth of paperwork. Like there was a paper trail for everything. So like when they were like, oh, well, if you sign this paper, they didn't say what it actually meant. So if you signed that paper, it meant you signed away all your rights. You just had to wait until the captain, I believe, signed your paperwork and you could go home. So when I went home, I was traumatized because I'm in the middle of, you know, I'm in the middle of being in the military. Like I'm about to go back to civilian life, and that's weird for me because when I left, I left a lot of people behind mentally, I will say. It took me a while to let people go physically, for real. Like,
from where you was at in the military? Yeah,
like mentally, I wanted to keep certain relationships that didn't matter anymore. And I knew that I needed to let it go, but I couldn't because it was the only thing I had left once I was told, oh, you got one phone call. You ain't gonna talk to nobody again. So I was like, well, damn. And then I found out I lost somebody. So I was really just fucked up. I can't lie. I was fucked up because I'm like. A lot
of mental challenges.
No, for real. Mental
challenges in the military
so, like,
during that time.
Yeah, and I've been through a lot of mental shit. I can't cap. Like, I have. Like, it ain't just work. Like, personally, like, when I lived in Memphis, it was great for a little while. It was. And then I started getting in the workforce after I graduated from cosmetology. Got in the workforce because.
Oh, so you were doing hair right down there?
Mm-hmm. I didn't get in the salon or anything because I just wasn't into that. But I did hair from time to time. But then I found that, you know, this is when weaves and more braids and everything was coming back into style.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm not into that. It's a lot of women who wear wigs and weaves and everything like that, but they don't take care of their hair that's underneath. And my thing is, yeah, you look the part, but what about, your hair underneath?
The source.
Like, that stuff matters. Like, when I had locks at one point, I told people, I was like, they were like, wow, you had locks, whenever they did see them, because I was very big on not letting people see my locks, because locks are sacred. Like, you don't show those to everybody. If they not your family, if they not people you keep close, you don't show them to everybody, because demons and spirits and all these different type of things can get attached to your hair. And that's why a lot of people cut their hair off.
Yeah, I cut my hair one time. Start fresh.
So, yeah, I just be, I love y'all hair, y'all. I really do. Shit, I do. But I encourage you to find someone to take care of your hair underneath your hair if you don't already. I ain't saying all of y'all, because I know how y'all like to tussle.
So let's do this. What would you say your passion is right now?
As far as like professionally or personally?
Give me both.
Shoot, personally,
I guess you can split them. I ain't never thought about that. I guess I would.
Yeah, because personally you can have a passion about something, but professionally your passion could be different.
Yeah.
So like in my personal life, just like with my personal relationships, whether that be boyfriend, fiance, I have a fiance now. Shout out to my man. My friend, like old friends. Like, I operate in love. And I want people to understand that about me, because I feel like when I've worked with certain people or when I've done certain things for certain people, that it's been taken as, oh, I'm only here for a money grab.
You here for a money grab or them?
No, me. I've been treated as if I am. But I realized that, once I lost my son a few years ago, it wasn't me.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, my son passed away. Was this 24? This will be 5 years in October.
How old was he?
He was still gestational, so like only 5 months in my stomach.
Oh, your stomach.
So I had to have him like.
Oh, you had to. You have to have him deliver him,
and yeah. So like, I don't think a lot of people grasped Jordyn after that. Like, a lot of people still treated me as if
normal.
No, not normal. That's the thing. Not normal.
Sympathy.
It could have been sympathy for sure. Yeah. No, sympathy for sure. Because my thing is, the people who reached out to me when I was pregnant versus the people who reached out to me when my son died, I don't know. Like, at the time of my grief, like, I felt some type of way about that, because it just brings up sensitive feelings between me and my mother, and I don't want to get into that.
This family, you know what I'm saying? This shit get deep.
No, for real. Like, work on your mental health. That's all I can say, for real.
Yeah.
But that shit was deep, and people treated me like just not the way I wanted to be treated. But the thing is, I always treat people the way I want to be treated. Yeah. I don't care if I don't like you. And that's a stretch.
Oh, God.
Because let's be very clear. I don't not like nobody. So if my name is still in these streets saying that I don't like somebody, or it's a problem, or she still got bad blood about this, whatever the fuck, listen. I don't hold on to stuff because I lost the most precious thing to me. If you backstab me, oh fucking well. If you wasn't a good friend to me, oh fucking well. If we don't talk no more, oh well, bro. That's all it is with me, because at the end of the day, that's what separates me from the next person. I still got love for you, even if they still got love for me, because there's some people that still do, and we don't talk to this day. But if they called me today and said, I don't know, Jordyn, can you go get my kids? Jordyn, can you pick me up from here? Jordyn, whatever, man, I'm making it happen. Now, I will say, you know, I do suffer with, you know, depression and anxiety. So like a lot of times when I say I'm coming somewhere or I plan to come somewhere, man, my anxiety get the best of me. Y'all know how many times I hit up CJ wanting to work and I didn't? And I'm here now. I still struggle with it.
I appreciate you coming too.
It's not, man. You know I gotta be here when it comes to that.
Oh God, we pushing the agenda right now. You know what I'm saying?
Like for real.
We got shit to say. We got shit
no,
to do.
like for real. I tell him all the time, I got shit to say. Yeah. Like, and that's why I want to start my podcast.
Yeah. What would be your main focus around your podcast?
Man, listen, I'm gonna talk about anything, everything, whatever. Listen, whatever I feel, because I can, because it's my shit.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like all these
shit,
people be trying to, you know, put you in a box. Like I said.
Your Instagram name is it Flack TeeVee? What's
How
Flack?
I come up with that?
Yeah, what's Flack?
So the word flack, depending on how you use it.
The A out and put a U. Fluck. Fluck ass nigga. No.
Not for real. But no, flag means publicity. But can also be taken as criticism. And I said, I'm very flack, if you ask me. Because I can give publicity, but still give criticism. Like I can still have publicity and give criticism. Yeah. Like is that the name of your publicity? Yeah.
Right. It is. Yeah. Is that the name of your podcast though? You gonna start?
Flag TV. Yeah.
I think that's a good start.
No, for sure. Like
that's a good start. It's unique.
Listen.
And you spell TeeVee TeeVee. So I think that's unique.
Listen. So, I had a best friend. His name was Robert Flack.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. So. Him, my friend Brandon, who lives in Michigan. Shout out to Brandon. That's my homie. But no, me, him, and Rob, I used to work at a company called True Green, lawn care company. I used to do sales.
I thought you was cutting grass.
Nah. Y'all, don't buy that shit if you got a house. Don't buy that shit. Okay.
Damn.
They ain't enough for me.
Yeah, you ain't get no promo on my shit.
On my mama. You hear what I said? Don't buy that shit.
What's wrong with you, man? This motherfucker cool.
Look, don't buy that shit.
Yeah, oh God.
But no, I used to work there, and I mentioned there because, you know, I'm also the podcast is not just for me; it's for his family too. So whatever money I do monetize eventually, that's not just for me. Like I've always been a giver, and
this the best friend that passed away.
Yeah, no. See, I've had a lot.
Yeah.
Like I've had a lot of people I was really close to, but no. Me, Brandon, and Robert, we worked together and we did sales, and we was talking one day. So the way our desks were, Rob sat here, I sat here, Brandon sat here, and it was unintentional. Like it wasn't planned that way. It wasn't like, oh, come sit here. I want you to sit by me. Like no. When I used to work there, you know, I talked to Rob a lot, and he told me, you know, he just opened up about himself. Like he would tell me just different things about himself, and it would shock me. Like, oh, really? Like, damn, for real? Like, it's crazy. And he was like, yeah, but I don't really talk too much. You know, if I ever decide to tell people my story, you know, I'll be willing, basically. Right. So I never have gone into it or anything like that, but we were close. Like he come in every morning, good morning, Jordyn. I'd be like, what's up, Flack? And he'll go to his desk on the other side, and I was in training. So we, when we sat over there, me and him and Brandon, we talked, and we were like, you know, what if we did a show? And it was about whatever we discussed whenever we would sit in our pods.
Right.
So we was like, well, we could call it Flack TV and talk about the flack in the workplace. And that's originally what it was supposed to be about. Like, we was going to make a show talking about flack in the workplace, but it was always going to be something different because, you know, how the story goes, the saying goes, something different happened in the workplace every day.
Yeah,
so you got something to talk about every day. So when that happened, you know, we talked about it. We got the equipment together because I had a camera. And my boy Brandon, he did art. So if we needed art for our setup, he did art. And then Flack, man, he just knew how to talk. And he was he was a little white boy, so I would just be like, and he'd be like, man, Jordan, I've been through a lot. And I'd be like, I get it. Listen, we all have, but ain't nobody judging you here, you know, judgment free zone over here always. And when I talked to him, it was just crazy because it was perfect. Like that was my nigga. Like, I'm talking about somebody that really check in on your mental health, like really see how things going for you. That's what he was at the time. So, and I didn't even know about mental health like that back then. So it was like a big thing, like having somebody check on you daily or having somebody, just one person, talk to you, you know,
go a long way.
You know, it's helpful. So I want to fast track, you know, Brandon stopped working there, I stopped working there. But Rob, he kept working there because Rob was white and we were black. Now, I won't say that he got special treatment because he was white, but so, you know, we had a lot of problems in our workplace. So me and B, we decided to leave. And he, you know, he stayed on and everything. And then I moved a little bit after that. Like, and I worked at True Green after my son died. So I think that was my first job after. So.
Yeah. So it's like it's back to back, a lot of shit going on. You know
No, like my life has literally been a tornado.
What would you say? You got any influences growing up?
As far as like
role
model?
Yeah.
If I was my younger self, yes. But as a grown woman now, I would say me.
Hell nah, ain't nobody doing influence shit right now.
No, like I would say me because at the end of the day, like I looked up to my parents, but like I always wanted to be me.
Right.
Like, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I took what they gave me, I took their guidance, but I tweaked it with me. So I always looked up to me because whenever, you know, I got stumped at something, I always got back up and did it. If I hurt myself, I got back up. Like, I was always a get back up type of person.
Gotta be.
So, you know, when my son passed away, it was kind of like, that deteriorated me. I can't lie.
Tell the people 3 things about yourself that they might not know.
Let me think. Because I'm private, but not private. So, like, I got to think.
Yeah.
3 things that people don't know about me? No, like, for real? I don't know.
Yeah, like, fun facts.
Well, I told you I did video production, so that was one. I can sing.
I see. Do they know that?
Oh, I got one more. My bad. Brain fart. Brain fart for sure. No, I'm an artist manager, and I manage an artist right now. His name is Amante Rashad. Tap in. Single drop next month.
What's the single name?
It's called Cruise.
Oh yeah, Cruise. Yeah.
Sure. It's called
Shout out Amante Rashad, man. He was just at the 317-day Ted Hardy event too. So
for sure,
we locked in an interview. We'll be dropping that soon.
Can you wait?
It'll come out before this.
Oh, fun fact! If you didn't know, Amante Rashad is also my fiance.
There you have it, folks. Cats out the back, you know.
So if you didn't know, now you know.
Right.
It's a lot of misconception. They be like, "Yeah, your husband." I'll be like, "Yeah, I like it, and you know, I like the ring that it has, but he not my husband yet, and we just, you know." We're planning very
strategically.
Yes. So, but we excited. That's really.
What's I know you want to touch on before we cut out of here. I know you want to touch on anxiety and mental health. You know what I'm saying? We pushing that towards. I'm sure they can hear it in the interview anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they know what the fuck going on. You feel me?
For real.
But what are some common misconceptions about mental health that you would like to address?
Depression is not one day.
Oh yeah, talk to him.
Anxiety is not a motherfucker you see in a corner freaking out.
Talk to him. Real talk.
Being suicidal, you could see that person being the happiest person ever. Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
Robin Williams is the actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that played the Miss Doubtfire. Yeah.
Like happy. They said he was the happiest person. They knew.
Yeah. Like ain't no way he did that.
And I will also say, when you want to be there for somebody that has that, whatever condition it may be, you let them come to you sometimes. Don't try to push the issue, because sometimes you can be making it worse. You need to go to therapy. That's my favorite one. You need to go to therapy. You need to go to therapy. Listen. I've been to therapy. In therapy currently. Still deal with it. And I pray. You know what I'm saying? I pray. I don't know who believe in God, but shout out to God. You don't love God? I
believe in God.
You love God?
I love God.
Bet. I love God. If you don't love God, what's wrong with you?
I love Jesus.
But no, like it's got its ups and downs. And if you're in a relationship with someone that has mental health, whether it be one person, both of you, one or the other, it doesn't matter. Like, you just keep being there for them. Like, it might feel like sometimes what you do is not enough, or like, damn, I thought that worked when I gave her this advice. Or damn, he's still upset about that.
But they realize that you got to keep doing that shit forever.
No, like for real, like you have to, like, y'all.
It's always going to be something. That's what I'm starting to realize in life. It's always something we're going to have to overcome. It's always a new challenge. It's always a new obstacle. It's always something to work towards.
And that's the other thing. I don't come from the struggle.
Spoon fed?
Never. I just don't come from the struggle.
Yeah.
My father and my mother, they had good jobs. But the distinguishment is that everything that I've ever wanted or gotten or they paid for, I had to work for it. It wasn't, oh, daddy had the money, so he was just going to pay for it. Nah.
Work for it,
like that. It didn't work like that at all. I'm talking about, I remember when my brother lived with us for a little while, and he used to wear name brand stuff. So I didn't know about name brand thing. You know, then I was a little kid. Like, I was still wearing probably Walmart, Aeropostale, you know, whatever. And I found out that, damn, I like, you know, what he got on.
Yeah, this shit's fine.
So, but what I had to learn was, oh, you can't have that. You got to work towards that. You got to work towards getting stuff like that. You don't just ask for money and then think you're just supposed to get it and buy what you want. It had to be, oh, you got good grades this semester, bet. That thing you wanted, okay, here we go. Or when I did a sport and I got first or second or something like that, I got rewarded. Like, everything was a reward system. Like, some people might feel some type of way about that, but the reward system made me strong.
I mean, that's how I raise my kids right now.
For sure.
You gotta get them. I grew up on for every A you get is $5. For every B is 3, or you know what I'm saying, or for every A is for them street niggas. Them street niggas like, for every A, nigga, you get $20. I'm trying to get all A. I'm walking out that motherfucker with a bankroll, leaving out the trap house, but it's not playing.
No, like for real. So, you know, with that being said, that just taught me a lot of values within myself. Like, I wasn't out here just doing anything. Like, I wasn't out here just hanging out. I wasn't out here sneaking out. I wasn't out here stealing my parents' shit. Like, I wasn't doing none of that because I didn't have to do that. And if it's anybody that's out here, y'all kids is sneaking around, y'all need to work on being better parents for sure. Because I never felt the need to sneak around, ever.
Yeah.
If I wanted to do something, I went to my parents about every fucking thing. If I wanted to go to somebody's house, if I wanted to go to the party. Yeah. Hell, I've gotten in trouble, you know, like most teenagers do, but not like back
to back. Like,
yeah, no. Like, if I got in trouble, if I got in trouble, it was like every now and again. It must be like, come on, like, what you doing?
Yeah.
And so that made me a better adult, I feel like, because it helps me with self-control. It helps me from, I might want to say something to this motherfucker, but I be like, nah, just leave it where it's at, because I'm going to still feel that way about that motherfucker anyway. Like I was saying earlier. Even if it's no beef, you might just feel hurt about something they did, and you can't get over it.
How do you cope with stress and anxiety in like your daily life?
Man, music, singing the music.
Hey, nah, for real.
Even if I can't sing it.
Hey, that shit do something to you.
Like, for real, like me and Amante, like, we cooking up a record right now. Oh, I can't wait till that motherfucker come out, boy. Like everybody might not feel like that about it when they hear it, but I don't care. Like, that's why artists make it. Like, I don't know if
everything ain't for y'all, it's for us too.
No, like, for real. So, like, I don't know if you just saying, I don't know if you got a chance to check out the Rolling Loud performances yet.
Nah, not yet.
Listen, that man NLE, boy,
I seen funny. That, yeah.
He is funny as shit.
I wanna fuck me too. Wanna fuck me too. I like it though.
No, like for sure. And the confidence that he has is why that bitch gonna sell, which is the reason all the Shada flows have sold. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But like, I feel like that's with anything. Like, it's with anybody or anything, you gotta have that. You know what I'm saying? That's why people fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in myself, and I'm passionate. I care about what I do, and they see that. Mm-hmm. They gonna see when you doubt yourself. They can read it. You know what I'm saying? They could read that you don't believe in yourself all the way.
No, for real. Like, when you told me your brother had passed. Well, you didn't tell me, you posted. Yeah. But when you said it,
brother-in-law too.
Yeah, brother-in-law. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Brother.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
When you shared that he passed, I had noticed that you hadn't been posting.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this is weird. If I don't see nobody else, I see you on my timeline every day, whether it's your story or your post. Yeah. So when I didn't see you posting, and then you came out saying, you know, your brother-in-law passed, I was just like, I couldn't help but reach out because, you know, when my bro Koo passed, you reached out. Yeah. And it's a lot of people that didn't reach out that I know have relationships with me, whether it's business, whatever, that didn't even say sorry for your loss, that didn't even say condolences now. And when this shit come out, don't try to say condolences now.
My mama.
Keep that shit to yourself, because I don't feel no way. It's just like, okay, bad. Like, it ain't never no bad blood. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, when that happened, it made me want to work with you more, because when you wasn't posting, it made me see you as being human outside of Instagram. Yeah. Like, you needed to take some time. Some people, they just keep going and act like it was just nothing. Like,
it was, I ain't gonna lie, it was a long week, man. You know what I'm saying? And I had just had an event. He got murdered the day of my event here. My first event I ever had. You know what I'm saying? And that shit. I pushed through my whole event because I found out at the beginning I had to push through 6-7 more hours of interviews. You know what I'm saying? Holding my composure and just staying focused and keeping pushing. And nobody even knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I came back in here and put on my big boy pants, and it was like, you gotta.
No, for real.
You gotta push through. You know what I'm saying? You gotta push through, because really that's what he loved about me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just kept thinking about it. I'm like, he fuck with this shit, you feel me? He love this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he sit there on YouTube and watch my shit all day.
No,
I'm gonna get your views up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, for real.
that type time. You know what I'm saying? So
That's crazy.
That definitely, you know what I'm saying? Me taking that break on. I got a couple messages like, bro, I ain't seen you posting. I ain't see you. It was like only like 2-3 days. You know what I'm saying? 2-3. I was like, nah, it was like more like 4 or 5. Like 4 or 5 days. So I ain't seen you. I was like, bro, y'all, I'm working, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta be there for my girl. I'm still working regular job too, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker got real life, you know what I'm saying? Like, our kids, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I have to really be a man, you know what I'm saying? And like really prioritize, because I prioritize this shit a lot, you know what I'm saying? I prioritize my career because I finally got a chance. And I'm like, I'm gonna go crazy, you feel me? That's why when I bounce back up, now it's like you can't even tell I didn't post for it's like I'm even better now. You know what I'm saying?
Like, no, like seriously.
You gotta go through, I'm gonna keep saying this too, you gotta go through to get through.
Man, preach.
Gotta go through to get through.
Preach, because I swear, as far as like with Coop and everything, it's so difficult now that he's like gone. Like, people who are around him, they probably like, well, they didn't really hang out like that. They didn't really talk. But like,
right.
You know, when you have just, even if it's the slightest interaction with somebody,
So it count.
And that's how it was with Coop.
Especially
like
when you love people. Like when you say you move off love, you know what I'm saying? When you love people, like every interaction matter.
Is love
10 words, it don't matter. Like
for real. And it broke me when again.
Yeah.
Like they almost as much, you know, with my son dying, because, you know, I felt for his mom. So I felt that emotion, like losing your son before you ready. And
I had the same dad.
No. We were just really good friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just somebody you call your bro.
Right.
So, but the reason I say he was like my brother, because I had talked to him a couple times, you know, regarding my mental health, as far as like, when he invited me to his first daughter's was it her birthday? Baby shower. I told him I was coming, and man, I pondered so much, like, I got a gift for her and everything. Like, I want to go, but like, this would have been my first kid event since my son died.
Yeah.
Like, where it would have been multiple kids around, like, everything. So when he, you know, invited me and everything, I would have felt more bad not showing up, but when I showed up, it was so hard. And I reached out to him, and I didn't go into it too much, but I told him, you know, sorry I was late and everything. I was just going through it mentally. And he was like, man, fam, like, it's all good. Like, you straight. Like, I know what you've been through type shit. Yeah. It wasn't like, well, you show up the last minute, you might as well. Like, it wasn't like that. Like, it was always love. And I remember I had a birthday, and I didn't invite him because I thought he was out of town, because my boy, he traveled the world. Okay. He traveled the world. So I didn't think he was in town. And he was like, damn, you 50 as fuck for not inviting me. I was like, damn, bro. Like, I didn't even know I thought you was out of town type shit. But he was like, even then, he was like, it's cool. Like, we still good. And it was hurtful because, you know, his family, just in general, like, they lost a good dude. Like, you don't come around too many good people. Yeah. You know, I lost a lot of childhood friends. I lost a lot of people I cared about. And it's a lot of y'all out here, you know, doing a lot of dumb shit. Yeah. So just, you know, I don't tell people what to do. I just make suggestions, and you do what you want to do because you grown. No. That's what my folks always told me. Just live better, man. It's so much out here. Like, whatever your profession is, do it all the way. Like, I'm talking
all
about
the way.
Y'all, like, I meant what I said. I meant what I said to y'all promoters, like, for real. Like, y'all don't know how much I love to see y'all work, but I hate, you know, if I see that I know y'all could do more. I see y'all potential. Yeah. Y'all just have to do it. Sure. But, you know, as far as me, I want love back in the world. Like, we missing a lot of that. Like,
especially since brother love gone. They did brother love. They did brother love.
Listen, you just gotta have more love, man. You do. Life is too short, but in Indianapolis,
Not
life
many.
has become very short. So just, your people, love them. If you want to, squash beef and be cool with people again, stop being fucking, what's the word? Prideful. Put your pride aside, because sometimes, let me be very clear, sometimes it's cool to, go back and rekindle. Other times, leave that motherfucker where they at, on my mama.
Facts. Forgive and let go.
For real. No,
Forgive and let go.
I'm still working on that.
Before we cut out of here, Jordan, you got any last words or words of encouragement or to your fans, supporters, anybody watching?
Listen, to the people who keep my views up, I appreciate y'all, because they talking about giving me a check now. Not the blue check, but a check.
That bag check. Cha-ching.
I'm a rising influencer on Facebook right now, so if you want to
Tell them where they can find you at on Facebook.
Jordyn Jackson, okay? Jordyn Jackson, not related to Michael. He would be lucky, okay? Man, I'll just play.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, for real.
The real gold.
No, for real, okay? But take care of your mental health. Take care of your kids, mothers, fathers. Take care of your business. Okay. Invest in yourself. Come together instead of work separately. Like next local event, I'm trying to see the promoters come together. Put something together, y'all. Like I'm talking about put something like so professional for these artists, because wait. Before we get out of here real quick, that's another thing I need to touch on. When y'all have these artists about to perform, y'all need to take their craft seriously too. If they getting on a stage that ain't well lit, or they ain't got no pyrotechnics, or they ain't got no fog, like just a little pizzazz, like something that makes them feel like you invested in them, or no, like for real, they got a show, so give them a show, like enhance their environment.
We got real performers out here.
No, for real, like enhance their performance, like for real. As promoters that like to throw local events, that is the only thing I suggest. But I want, like, how I talked about how I support everybody, when I come out with my podcast, when I just come out with anything, because like I told y'all, I don't just keep myself in the box. I do multiple things. I got herbs. I like to heal bodies, y'all. I ain't finna do all that the folks be doing on YouTube. But listen, if you want to tap in for sure, I definitely do them, and I customize them to whatever going on with your body. It's not just a general herbal tea blend. I got my podcast coming. I'm gonna do artist management, so artists tap in. I'm definitely trying to get y'all together so we can do Rolling Loud. It's a year away, so y'all got plenty of time to save money. But we like for real. Invest. No, for real. So
them slots be out there though.
If you trying to go to Rolling Loud, tap in for sure. Like tap in for sure. Like I'm trying to get a group together. Like we need to put Indianapolis on the map. And what better place
than Rolling Loud, the biggest fucking music festival.
You accidentally walk past celebrities. Like, come on.
Accidentally.
Like, come on. What better place? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to give, so let me give. When people give back to me, that's my blessing.
Well, Jordan, I appreciate you for coming on Kickin' It with Too Cold for real. But before we go, tell the people who you kicking it with.
I'm kicking it with CJ, Too Cold, and wait, I got a gift for you. That yeah. Shit. So look, I got you a shirt, bro.
Was around the corner. He was around the cut.
I got the headphones on, but I got you the very first shirt for TeeVee made. That's yours.
Hold on, the very first shirt?
The very first shirt. Like, I got plenty, but this is the very first one. The reason I'm giving it to you because when I wanted to invest in myself, like, you didn't just leave me hanging. Like,
right. Oh, yeah. Talk to your mic, too.
Yeah, so, hold on.
This is dope.
But, yeah, back to what I was saying.
Tell them what this is again.
They
ain't hear you.
This is a gift for CJ. It is the first ever Flag TV shirt that was made. I have several shirts. We can talk about prices, tap in. But I'm gonna do custom, so they will have your Instagram on the back. It's free. It's free promo for me and for yourself.
It's hard.
So,
and they got the camera recording, so I like shit like
for
that.
sure. So, it was a gift to you because, when I wanted to invest in myself, you didn't give up on me. You didn't leave me hanging. You didn't just wait for me to hit you back. Like, you actually checked in, like, and you mean what you say. Like, everything I've seen you do in person. Everything you said, I've seen you be in person. Yeah. So that's for you because, I've been hearing some flack about you lately, with your whole situation that you had going on with Playboy. But listen,
yeah,
you doing your thing, and
sure.
Just keep doing you. That's what that's for. That's the flack about CJ. Okay, his name gonna be on the back, of the ones that I release for sure. But I'm just saying, keep doing you. Like that extra shit, we ain't even got time to address it.
Nah, for sure. That shit done with. That shit was last week. I did what I did, man. You know what I'm saying? I done pushed out 17 more pieces of content after that shit.
No, for real. No, but I always like to tell people that because even if you let it go, sometimes people don't.
Yeah.
And I say that for everybody. So not just you. Yeah. Everybody. Like just leave things be. Like if you want to support people, don't instigate. Just support what they got going on and leave that bullshit where it was at.
No cap, man. Because I tell people on my platform anyway, we PPP. Okay. Not the PPP loan, but pushing peace and positivity. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
That's really what I represent. That's really what I stand for, man. I'm a good-hearted person, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, shit go left, you know what I'm saying? Old CJ come out, you know what I'm saying? And, I try to keep him, tucked away, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we try to keep things how they supposed to be, you feel me? We got a bigger picture, a bigger vision, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Flack TV, man, for coming. Shout out Jordyn.
Listen.
Shout out Monte, you know what I'm saying, in the cut, man. They going somewhere, man. Keep your mind focused. Keep watering your plants. You know what I'm saying? Keep growing and shit. You just kicking with too cold, man. Until next time. You did.